Critics Library, and I'm here today with something out of the norm. So instead of doing a book review, I'm going to do a movie review of a book movie. You know what I'm talking about? That's right. This is a review for The Mortal Instruments, City of Bones. Now, let me tell you, I love this movie poster. But, the book was okay. I mean, I enjoyed the first book. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed the second book. But then, the third book I didn't finish. And I hadn't heard the greatest things about this movie. So I went into it with very, very low expectations. I mean, I thought it would be another really not well done book to movie adaptation. And since I thought very poorly of it when I went in, I ended up really enjoying it. I mean, it is what it is. It is a cheesy Twilight-esque book with more ass-kicking and a better female main character. But yeah, it was good. It was good. I went with some great friends. They all had fun. None of them had read the books before, so I was the only one within our group of 5 that had read the books. And they all really liked the movie. There were parts that they didn't quite connect because they hadn't read the books, whereas I did because I had prior knowledge they didn't have. So at the end of the movie, I was left explaining, like, they're not really brother and sister. Sorry, And then, actually, it was funny, because in the movie, there was a line said by one of the characters to the main bad guy, Valentine. And I think between the 5 of us, we interpreted it differently depending on what we had heard. The way I interpreted it was that it was started even from that first plot device coming into the storyline, that in the movie anyway, it's brought up as, if you do this, you will break their hearts. But it was said in such a way that it's like, if you lie to them, it will break their hearts. So that's how I interpret it, is like, it's already starting it off with, they're not brother and sister, which is great, because, incest in movies doesn't always pan out well. No, not really. But then a couple of the other girls had heard it where, like, the other way, like, if you tell the truth, you will break their hearts. Meaning, like, by telling them that they are brother and sister, then, I don't know. Yeah, anyway. Regardless, it was great. I thought it was done really well. There were a lot of parts of the books that were left out. So, I mean, unless I'm remembering incorrectly, there's supposed to be like a ship in the harbor in this one. Or is that in the second one? I don't know. I could be mixing up my books. But I didn't like how Simon becoming a vampire wasn't addressed. Now, I don't know if necessarily it was just foreshadowing for the next movie, which, by the way, they are making. Apparently it was green-lighted, according to online sources that I've read. So it could be that it's just kind of shifting it in that way if they want to go that way, which, I mean, you should go that way. So, I mean, you saw that he was in fact bitten. Obviously he didn't die. And then they showed that he didn't need his glasses anymore, but it wasn't outright said, like, oh, by the way, he's a vampire now. So I wasn't too thrilled on that. I thought that was a part of the story that, I mean, it could have just been added in there and it wouldn't make a difference. But in the grand scheme of things, would have made a great difference. I thought the casting was done really well. We were talking about this at the end of the movie, how Jamie Campbell Bower, and if that's the wrong name, I apologize, but how I personally thought he was cast really well, because I mean, like, he can look crazy as well, he can look just crazy and really unattractive, but then in like the next shift of the camera focus, you're like, damn, I can understand it. I thought Lily Collins was cast amazingly well. I love the guy who played Magnus Bane. I liked how Kevin Zegers played Alex. Complete and utter love sickness over Jace's character, and how it quite obviously was a point of contention for him. I thought the character who played Isabel was done okay. I don't know, she seemed really old. Like, you put her next to Lily Collins, and I don't remember there being that big of an age gap in the book. But they're looked to be at least 5 to 10 years difference in age. I don't know. I loved, there were a couple lines that Clary had that just made me completely laugh. One was about the boots she was wearing, like for the outfits. I just found it funny because of how relating into what people wear sometimes. It's like, why? Why? Yeah, but no. Basically, I mean, it is what it is. It is, I don't know, a slightly better kind of segue from Twilight. I mean, it's another movie franchise that's based on a young adult book about twisted up romances and supernatural powers. I mean, we can only have so many of them before it becomes completely old and tired. But that being said, I did enjoy the movie. I will buy it when it comes out on DVD. Mostly because I also own the books, so I like to keep my collections complete. But I don't know. I think maybe for the next movie I'll wait until it comes out on video, or just, you know, illegally watch it online, maybe. But, you know what? If you really like the books, go into the movie with an open mind, because they are quite different. But if you didn't like the books, look at it as a completely separate entity, because they are quite different. And you know what? Give it a chance. Yeah. It's, I mean, it is what it is. It's just, that's just the way it is. And one more thing too. So, the woman who plays Jocelyn, Clary's mother, yeah, totally Sarah Connor from the Sarah Connor Chronicles, you know, that TV show based on the Terminator. Yeah, anyways, I was racking my brain the entire movie, being like, damn, where's her face familiar from? And that's where it is. I love that TV show. It's so awesome. Go watch it. Yeah, so anyways, that is my review of City of Bones. Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't the best movie I've seen this month, but it wasn't the worst either. Anyways, until next time, guys. Bye.